Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. Today's video is a Tatcha goodie bag. This one is called the Fukubukuro Japanese New Year Custom, and it translates to lucky bag. So for this, I had to spend £200 on the Tatcha UK website, and I got this gift, which is worth just over £200. So I'm going to unbox the whole goodie bag, but before I do that, just to let you know, I bought this myself, but I don't think it's still available. Basically, it was launched, I think, about the 1st of January as part of their kind of New Year celebration, but I didn't buy it at that point. And the reason why I bought it now is because they've released some new products which I wanted to try out, and I've got a separate review video of those. I'll explain what they are in a second. But basically they emailed me and said, we have some goodie bags left. If you want to purchase it, here is the code. I did try and purchase it without clicking through the email, and it just would not work. So I thought there was no point posting about it, because unless you've got that email, you cannot purchase it. So that's why I didn't post about this one. But I did get it, and I thought I'd unbag it, unbox it, whatever you want to call it, and talk through the products, because they are some well-known Tatcha products, and I have thoughts, and I wanted to kind of share my opinion on those. But like I said, the goodie bag will not be available when you watch this video. So what did I buy to get the goodie bag? So as I've said, I had to spend £200. They did have a goodie bag that was a £100 spend, but I did not pick that up because I knew I needed to spend more than £100 to get the two products I really wanted to try anyway. I have previously unboxed one of these a couple of years ago. It was the £100 version, but from a few years ago. I'll put a card here if you want to kind of see what came in that one. Anyway, the products that I bought to get the goodie bag, the first is this. It is their new brightening serum. A separate review video of this. This was £86 and it's a 30ml size. The other product I was super keen to try is their new eye cream, which seems particularly good. And this is the brightening eye cream. This was £65, I believe, or £64, one of the two. And finally, to get up to that £200 spend, I bought another couple of products I've been wanting to try. One is the Kissu lip scrub. The other is the Kissu lip treatments. Now, the scrub usually retails at £29. I mean, ouch, I know Tatcha products are expensive. I haven't even tried this out yet, but this is what it looks like. And it has like a kind of, almost like a lip balm design. And that was £29. And the treatment was £42. But I mention it because I got them as a duo for £60. So basically the way I looked at it is the treatment was £42. If I then spent an extra £18, I could also get the lip scrub, which is normally £29. So two for £60 basically. And this is what it looks like. This is the Kissu lip treatment. It's a bit of an extravagance, to be fair. Oh, look at this. It's got like an interesting applicator on it. Pinky colour. Well, that applicator feels kind of weird. Different. It doesn't smell of anything. I felt like it would, but anyway, if you'd like a kind of more in-depth review of the scrub and lip treatment, let me know. But you're probably here for this. So this is the goodie bag. It's in this kind of papery material, is how I would describe it. It's like a funny kind of, not papery. I don't even know what I'd describe it as. Yeah, it's got to be some kind of paper, right? So it just says, it is a much anticipated New Year custom in Japan. The mystery shopping event is a special treat where grab bags said to be filled with luck can be purchased at an amazing value. So this is what I find inside. So there's a card here that says, Happy New Year, we're delighted to share the Japanese tradition of, and I've written down the pronunciation, Fukubukuro with you. At the start of each new year, stores all over Japan offer lucky bags to clients at a very special value. A symbol of good fortune, it begins the year with luck and prosperity. In your lucky bag, you'll find an assortment of our best sellers curated to inspire new rituals in the year ahead and restore radiance from skin to soul. And they are some like generous full-size products in here. Okay, so the first thing I see is a full size of this, and this is the Rice Polish Gentle. So I have had this in the original version, the not gentle version basically. It is a water activated daily exfoliant with Japanese rice powder and papaya enzymes that transforms to a gentle creamy foam to help unveil smooth hydrated skin. and this retails at £64. I have actually tried this. I got a sample of it once from Sephora in the US, and it is just, as described, a gentler version of the original one. So what you do with this is once you take the lid off and you kind of press down, it's got a little bit that pops up. Stand by, let me grab my original one and I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the original one. And you basically, it has a little push bit here, so you push that, and out of here comes the powder. And basically the blue one, purple one, the sensitive one that comes in here, I don't want to open it just yet, but I wanted to kind of show you how the packaging and stuff works. So what you do is you wet your hand, you put a little bit of that powder in, and it can be difficult sometimes to try and control how much powder, because you kind of don't want too much. But then with your other hand, which should also be wet, you're going to try and get that into some foam. I would say less is more with this product. Then you apply it to your skin, and because it's not scrubby, it kind of feels like it's not doing anything, but it does. Your skin is so soft afterwards, and it's just like a lovely gentle exfoliation. I absolutely love the original product, and as I have got some sensitivity, I will be using the sensitive one when my skin feels like, well, at its most sensitive. Then we also get a full size of the silk powder, which up till now I have only had in a travel size. It's a really nice fine powder. Again, it's so nice to get a full size in here. The packaging of Tatcha's products are also rather beautiful. So it's a simple kind of translucent face powder, but it is one of the better face powders I've used. I have a few face powders that I kind of use in rotation, and this is one of them, and I really like it, and I think that is £49. Then we get some of the Aburatogami. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing it, and I'm really trying to practice my Japanese, but still, we're not there yet. These are Japanese beauty papers. I think these are either £12 or £14. I've bought them so many times, I should know. I've got a packet on the go right now. I'm going to show you what they're like. So basically they are blotting papers. Now I have used a lot of blotting papers, from the cheapest up to the really expensive ones that are way more expensive than these, and these are my faves. They don't look like much, but they actually have little bits of gold leaf on them. Don't know if you can make that out on camera, but I do get a oily kind of forehead as the day goes on, and that will just kind of help blot that out a little bit. Sorry, this probably doesn't look very nice, but this is basically what they're for. And you get a good couple of uses out of them. And I feel like this one does a better job of blotting than a lot of the other ones. We then get a travel size of the Camellia Cleansing Oil. This one I like, but texture-wise, the texture is literally like using a face oil to wash your face. I find it, I mean, it does emulsify with water. It goes into like a kind of creamy texture, but I prefer to use like a balm than this. So I use it, but it's not one I've kind of repurchased too much, because for me, it's kind of too oily. Now this one has a value of £21, and it's described as a moisturising 2-in-1 makeup remover and cleanser. It does remove makeup and it does cleanse. Formulated with camellia oil to gently remove even waterproof makeup, melt away excess oil and nourish skin to feel softer than silk. So it does make my skin feels super soft. Yes, it does. And like I said, it's literally like using a full-on oil to cleanse your skin, which is a little different from a balm cleanser. I mean, like a balm cleanser does kind of turn into an oil, doesn't it? But this, it's just a teeny bit too oily for me. In terms of like waterproof makeup, it does do a really good job of removing things like, you know, your setting sprays and your foundation, BB/CC cream. It's good at removing that. I wouldn't use it around my eyes just because I find it's hard. I don't know, I kind of find it, like I said, too oily. So I wouldn't use it on my eyes, but I don't use most cleansers like this on my eyes, so it's not necessarily about this product. That was a long-winded explanation, wasn't it? And then we get a 10ml size of the Dewy Serum. Now, this one isn't available in this size in the UK, but it is available on their US website. So, they've put this as a £35 value. I wouldn't tend to agree on this, but I kind of see where they've got it from. So, on the US website, it's $34, which I think if they did sell it on the UK site, it probably would be £35. But because they don't, I'm using my little working it out strategy, which is 30ml of this product is £86, making this £2.86 price per ml, making this worth £28.60 in this size. So not kind of far off what they said, but still not quite there. It has got a pump on. It's very much reminiscent of what the full size looks like. And it is a nice serum. I think personally I find it a little bit pricey for the serum. It's described as a 3-in-1 serum of clean, kind to skin ingredients that gently resurfaces, plumps and locks in moisture with Hadesi 3, hyaluronic acid and squalane for smoother, plumper, dewy skin. So it is really nice to use, but I just think for this type of a product, which is essentially hyaluronic acid, squalane, things like that, it's just a little bit pricey. It's not one I find myself reaching for. It does leave that nice kind of dewy look, but then I think there's quite a few products on the market that could do that. The final product in here is a Kisu mask. So this is beautiful. Look at the packaging. I don't think you can actually buy this particular colour anymore. The only slightly frustrating thing about this is it's not boxed. So when I bought these before, I bought them in other colours. They have come boxed with like a little spatula for applying it, if I'm not mistaken. This is what it looks like. Anyway, this one obviously has not got a spatula. This is what it looks like. We'll put some on. And the shade is Wisteria. So it is a full size, 9 gram. And the value on this one, it was £27. And it is, like I said, a full size. So I have another one of these, like I said. I have another tinted one. So I tend to just use these during the day as an easy add a hint of colour. Oh, this is actually quite nice. I felt like it was going to be a little more like darker. So it is nicely moisturising. I find as like a lip tint, these last on the lips if you don't eat or drink for like a couple of hours and they feel really comfortable. But then they're also that kind of lip balm that after a while you feel like you need to reapply it because you kind of get used to that moisture feel, if you know what I mean. So this is described as a moisture sealing lip mask with squalane and revitalising Japanese peach that works during the day or overnight to plump, hydrate, smooth, restore fullness and softness to dry, flaky lips. I wouldn't use a tinted lip balm overnight, as I said, but I do really like how pretty the packaging is on this one. Anyway, so that is the goodie bag. I have worked out that everything combined is worth £200.60. That's based on the fact that, like I said, I think the dewy serum is worth a little bit less than what they said. I'm working it out to £28.60, but you decide what you think it's worth. It's definitely worth over £200, as they said. And just to kind of recap, we've got these kind of travel size cleanser and serum, full size lip balm, but like I said, no box or anything. A full size of the gentle rice polish, that way around so you can see it. A full size of the silk powder, a full size of the blotting papers, which are £12. I've just double checked. So I do feel like they're not just throwing random things at us. We are getting some full size products, and these are actually, you know, popular products that people would buy. Maybe not so much with the discontinued colours, but for that one. But in general, I feel like they're giving us good quality full-size products. So I do like this goodie bag. I think it's worth looking out for, but it only ever appears around the start of the year. So for the rest of the year, you've just got to kind of manage without it. But like I said, everything will be linked in the description box if you want to check anything out in any more detail. I also have a whole bunch of beauty discounts if you want to do a little bit of beauty shopping. If you use any of the links, some of the links will be affiliated, which means I may get a small commission for referring you, which helps to support the channel, and I appreciate all of your support. So do check out the video where I review these two products if that interests you. If it doesn't, then don't. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.